Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of our African sunset. Last time we made our beautiful orange and yellow sky. Today we will be adding an animal. There will be a choice of animals. This is a tiger that I'm going to put on there. So I could put him all the way up at the top. It's going to look kind of silly if I do that. In the middle or towards all the way on the bottom. I'm going to say the best place I would put him is in the middle, but not all the way at the top, closer to the bottom. So I'm going to place him down. And this is a template, so I'm going to trace it. The way you trace a template is you hold your pencil with whatever hand you use. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand. I'm going to hold it down using all my fingers with my left hand. And then I'm going to go around the edges using the edge of the template as a guide. I'm going to go kind of quick. I want you to go pretty slow. Notice my finger is following the edge of the tail because it's kind of floppy and you don't want it to sit up. So I'm going to let my fingers follow it. And your hand really should be close to the area that you are tracing so that it doesn't move around. You're not going to tape it down. We're just going to simply hold it down with the hand that we are not writing with, just like I'm doing. You do want to take your time and do a nice job. Take it off, and there's the shape of the tiger. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make him into what is called a silhouette. Now, a silhouette is a fancy name for a shadow. So we're not going to draw details on him. We're not going to draw a smiley face. We're not going to do all those kinds of things. We're going to make the whole guy just like a big black shadow, just like it would look if when the sun's going down. When the sun's going down, creates kind of a shadow. So remember, you just dip the little head in here. Mr. Paintbrush says you just dip a little head. Don't get the whole thing wet. You're going to start by going around the edge of your animal using black is the way we're going to fill this in. So you're going to go around the edge. You're going to need to dip kind of frequently when you go around the edge because this paintbrush is thin and it doesn't carry much paint. You really don't want to use a thick paintbrush because if you use a thick paintbrush, you're not going to get in all of those small areas like his tail. And you're going to have a hard time getting the edge as well. So I'm going to give you a pretty thin brush to get that area. And you're going to trace around, completely around, just like you did with the pencil, but this time with the black paint. And you go around, you're going to be dipping frequently. And you want to fill the whole thing in eventually. So I'm going to just fill that little area in the tail. And I'm going to go around the edge. See how carefully I'm going? I'm taking my time going around. If you go off a little bit, it's not a big deal. I mean, that happens. It's not critical, but you want it to look nice. You want it to look like the animal that you're trying to make. You want to take your time and do a careful job. So it's going to go around. See, it went over a little bit, and that's okay. I just made it go over that way. So I'm tracing all my lines. Now I will have an outline when I'm done of the animal that I picked, which is a tiger. As you know, I like tigers. My cat Tiger is actually outside right now, so he's not going to join us for this video. And I'm almost there. Now there's like some bumps, so you want to kind of go around the bumps. Watch carefully the way the bumps go. Bump, bump, bump. Now I've got the whole outline done. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the inside. So that part's going to be easy. So then you're just going to fill in the entire inside. I don't want to waste all of your time watching me paint this tiger. So the other thing I'm going to show you is the bottom. So you don't want him just look like he's floating. You want him to be standing on some grass or whatever. So I'm going to paint some lines. I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to go up. And when you do that, it makes like points at the top, which looks like grass, which is kind of cool. So if you can do that method, it's going to look really, really realistic. If you're looking to make the grass look realistic, you want to start at the bottom and just make some lines go up. And they can even touch. You definitely want them to touch the bottom of his feet. So they can even go over his feet a little bit because his feet are actually in the grass and not just, you know, on top of it. He can't just walk on top of the points of the grass. That'd be kind of silly, right? So we're just going to actually kind of hit the tips of his feet with that black paint. And we're going to go all the way across the bottom. Now, if you painted the bottom of both sides, it won't matter which direction you put it in. But if you left part of it white, you definitely want to keep the part that you left white as the part that you're going to be adding this black paint to. And then you're going to go all the way across. Okay, so that's going to be it. And when it's done, it's going to look like that. So I'll put that one on top. So there you go. And then you'll have your animal and you'll have the black paint and he looks like a shadow in the sunset. So we've an African animal and a sunset, and that's it. Have a great day. Enjoy. Have fun.